I think one of the biggest Hollywood disappointments this year is probably Netflix's The Witcher, which everybody saw coming. I don't think anybody thought that this was going to be a big hit. It had a massive drop in viewership, almost 600,000 viewers gone. I did a video on this a while ago because, I mean, how can you not talk about such a collapse in ratings? And it's no secret why it failed. Henry Cavill is gone. The treatment of Henry Cavill, I think, irritates a lot of people, and the way that this franchise has been handled, I think, irritates a lot of people, especially hardcore Witcher fans, because even the people that just play the games, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of people that have never read these books. I've never read the books, just to be clear. I've only played the games, and the games are phenomenal. They're a lot of fun. And there's a lot of people, I think, like me, that have just played the games. And when you watch this show, it's nothing like the games. And it's also nothing like the books. I've listened to quite a few people that are fans of this franchise say that the books and the material in the show are vastly different. A lot of changes, particularly in the name of feminism. A lot of changes were made for female empowerment. Geralt, Henry Cavill, constantly referred to as a bait and switch. Now, it's also no secret that Henry Cavill is a huge fan of this franchise and that he was upset because they were constantly making changes and messing with the canon, and he didn't like that. So he tried to go over the showrunner's head, get changes made. They didn't like that. So he bounced. He said, I'm out. Done. And that was kind of the death blow to this series. Another big reason that this series failed is because of leaks that were coming out, particularly how the writers of the show feel about the fans and the source material. They have contempt for it. This came from the showrunner of X-Men 97, the upcoming relaunch of the animated X-Men series. I have some issues with that series as well, the things they're doing and the things that guy has said about that show. But he did let it be known that they didn't like the fans and they didn't like the source material. And all of this shit comes out. We had that awful spinoff, Blood Origin. That thing was a spectacular failure. You had the showrunner practically begging people to watch it. I think Witcher's done. In fact, there's even more evidence now of that because the series is already dead. The Lincoln Lawyer ousts The Witcher as number 1 on Netflix top 10 TV list. The Outlaws remains most viewed title. So The Witcher is already dropping down the chart after 2 weeks. No one's talking about it. I'm surprised it was at number 1 for that long, to be honest. But it's already gone. It's done. And it will continue to drop down the charts now. So already comes out, half the ratings are gone. I think the reason that it was able to stay at number 1, probably because it's the summer and not a lot of people are watching TV during the summer. I do think that that was a factor. And that's why it stayed number 1. I wish we could find out what the actual ratings are, but Netflix will never tell us that. So, new show comes out, bounces The Witcher down. After 2 weeks, reigning over Netflix's English language series, Season 3 of The Witcher has been dethroned. The Lincoln Lawyer Season 2 is the new champ for the week of July 10th through July 16th, with 8.3 million views across 5 episodes. And they put here, The Witcher didn't fall far from its top spot, though it did experience a fairly significant decrease in viewership week over week. The first half of Season 3 is currently sitting in second place with 6.7 million views, which is about half of the weeks prior, 14 million views. Damn, what a drop. Surprisingly, a lot of these shill websites like Screen Rant actually giving some legitimate reasons on why this series has fallen off a cliff. I was actually shocked. Henry Cavill's accent has put people off The Witcher before he's even left. That's true. And that's the number one reason, to be honest, in my opinion, next to the source material. Season 2 was divisive. That's true. Season 3 has too many problems. Didn't watch Season 3. Don't plan on it. Being split into 2 parts, not so sure. Most people don't want to wait. They'll watch it, and then they watch the other one. I don't count this one as a reason. This one I absolutely do. The Witcher is veering too far from its source material. Absolutely. They clamp down on password sharing. I don't think so. I don't think that has anything to do with it. And the summer release. I actually kind of somewhat agree with that, though I don't think it should be number 1. If anything, that's a lesser reason. Stuff like this should come out in the winter. Any, big TV show. This is why, there is no new episodes, really, of syndicated TV during the summer. It's always been reruns. And all of the new stuff starts in the fall. It's because more people stay inside and stay at home. So, I mean, it's just the way it is. But veering from the source material and Henry Cavill, that's why this show is screwed. My real question is, I wonder if this has done any damage to the games and in the books and stuff. I wonder if this show's turned people off to the franchise at all. I don't think so. I think the games will be fine. But they've definitely lost any good faith that they've ever had. And to be honest, if I were in charge over at Netflix, I would cancel and maybe think about rebooting eventually with better showrunners. That's what I would do, because these people have destroyed this franchise. What a waste of money. I mean, you had the source material. It was there in front of you. Why wouldn't you just use that? Nobody wanted to see your feminist Witcher show. This is what these people always do, though. They go into an established franchise so that they can take all of the fans of it and put their bullshit messaging fake show version bullshit in and usurp it. That's not what people want, but that's why they do it. Oh, okay, Witcher fans out there, let's teach them about feminism. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.